So you threw your curiosity out there and physical therapy caught your attention. So now you're thinking about investing in your future. You understand that there's a lot of requirements and it's gonna take a couple years to become a physical therapist. But you're wondering, is it worth it? And is it a dying field or a growing field? Will I have a job when I graduate? You know, these are some solid questions that you should be asking yourself for any kind of career that you get interested in or want to become. So in this video, I'm going to be answering, and we're actually going to be looking at the actual data and the trends to figure out if physical therapy is a dying career. So let's get into this. Lego. Hey everyone, what's going on? My name is Dr. Live for a Change, Justin Lee, physical therapist. I'm a high-performing physical therapy student coach, and I help students get accepted into physical therapy school. And once you're accepted, I coach students to live abundantly and intentionally through the physical therapy school experience. So if any of that resonates with you, feel free to check out my other videos to see what I'm all about, and I'd love to connect with you. Feel free to comment or email me. Okay, so is physical therapy a dying field? Well, to answer this, when we look at the data, it actually shows a trend of a decline in the profession of students enrolling and jobs that are out there. So first and foremost, let's look at the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Now, in 2016, when I looked up physical therapy and the job outlook, it said it was gonna grow 28% from 2016 to 2026 for the next 10 years. Now, when I looked it up again now, it said that it's gonna grow 18%. So 26 versus 18% from 2019 to 2029. So already, when I looked it up in 2016 to 2021, we're seeing the growth go from 28 to 18%. So already the Bureau of Labor Statistics is showing that the growth outlook is actually declining. So less and less physical therapists are getting into, or students are getting into wanting to become a physical therapist. Now, that's just one source. Let's look at several other sources. These other sources came from the PTCAS website and also the credentialing accreditation website for physical therapy. Okay, so now if we look at this table here, I want to specifically look at the years, right, from 2008 all the way to 2019 for the admission cycle, and specifically look at the number of applicants for the in PTCAS. You'll notice from 2008 all the way up to 2016 and 17, that's where it peaked the highest of having the most applicants apply to PT school. But then after 2017, from 2017 to 18, you notice that the peak hit, and then now we're starting to decline. So 2017, 18, 18, 19, it's getting less and less. This is something interesting to think about because students have been accelerating and wanting to apply to PT school, and then all of a sudden it's tipped off, hitting its climax, and now it's dropping off. Which also makes sense relating to the data that the Bureau of Labor Statistics has mentioned. Now, interestingly, even though that less students are applying, the number of PT schools are growing. So in 2013, we had about 230 schools that were accredited, and 8 were in the development of being accredited. Now, if you follow this trend and if you look here, you'll notice that more and more schools are becoming not only accredited, but also in the development of becoming accredited. So, what does that mean for you? It means if less students are applying to PT school, but more programs are being created, less supply, more supply, less demand, chances of you getting accepted are higher, right? It just makes sense. If there's more schools available, that means more spots available, more seats available. And typically, a lot of programs will start out smaller, maybe a class size of 30 or so. And then as they continue to understand how the program works and feel like they can handle it, then they scale to get more and more seats into their program. So more programs, more seats as the years go by, less applicants go as the years go by, more chances for you to get a seat at the table. Okay. Now I know you're wondering, well, okay, that's all great, but what about my job? Like, it's one thing to get into PT school, but it's another thing to actually get a job as a physical therapist. Where there be jobs available for me? I got that for you as well. So this goes all the way back from 2010 to 2019. And pretty much through across the board, the average percentage of students that graduated, and within 1 year of graduation, about 99% of students get employed. So what does that mean for you? 99%, I'll take those chances. So what does that mean for you? It means that if you get into PT school and you graduate, then you'll likely have a job, just according to what the data shows, right? I can't predict the future, but all I can see is the statistics and what the data shows and just interpret some of those trends. So to answer the question, is physical therapy a dying field? If we look at the data shows that less and less applicants are applying to PT school, and the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows the growth outlook of the profession is declining. However, more and more programs are growing, meaning your chances to get accepted into PT school gets higher, and then on top of that, once you get in, you're almost guaranteed a job. 99% is what the statistics show. So you can kind of weigh out the options. I'm not here to give my opinion. My opinion is just what the data shows, and that's all I'm here to share with you. It's super important to understand these things because you don't want to get into a career that won't have a job available for you in the future. Like in this pandemic, y'all, right? Who could have guessed? PTs still have a job, but other people don't. Right? And I think if PTs can withstand a global pandemic and still have a standing with their careers and still have jobs, I think that means something as well. So I'll let you all interpret that for your own information. I just wanted to share this with you and share if physical therapy is a dying field. I hope this video helped inspire you to either make the decision to continue to go towards PT, or maybe be a little bit more skeptical and be like, I don't know if I want to get into this because the data is showing that it's not going so hot. There's so many requirements of this. I don't know. But I hope this video really helped you out, and if it did, I really would appreciate it if you give this video a like, and feel free to comment below any other further questions or concerns about this video and the topics that we discussed today. Every day is a great day to lift weights, lift others, and lift yourself up. Stay lifting, stay aloha. God bless. Have a great one, you guys.